Right? And this is what the Holy Spirit is telling us today. Do not be afraid. Verse 9, it says, Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said to me, Behold, I have put my words in your mouth. In this case, for you and I, behold, I have put my spirit inside of you. And because you have the Spirit, the Holy Spirit of God inside of you, you have His Word. You have His Word. Verse 10, it says, See, I have this day set you over the nations and over the kingdoms to root out and to pull down, to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. I want to see the NLT version of this. The same verse, it says in NLT, Today, this is for you and I appoint you to stand up against nations and kingdom. Some you must uproot and tear down, destroy and overthrow. Others you must build up and plant. I like this version. I understood it. Today, the Lord is appointing you, right? To what? To stand up against strife. Stand up against addiction in the family. Stand up against temptation, against sin. Stand up against division. Stand up against sicknesses. Stand up against financial difficulties. Stand up against things that are holding you down. Today, the Lord is appointing you. And the Lord is saying what? You must uproot. Uproot them. Tear them down. Destroy, overthrow these things. And then what? And then start to rebuild. Start to plant. What do you rebuild? What do you plant? Let's go to verse 11. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me saying, Jeremiah, what do you see? What do you rebuild? What do you plant? What do you see? You rebuild, you plant what God is showing you, what God is telling you. What do you see? Now, we're not talking about physical sight here. I hope you guys all understand that. We're talking about spiritual sight. What is God showing you in the spirit? Right? He places it in your mind, it goes in your heart, and then you speak it out of your mouth. Right? And then I said, I see a branch of an almond tree. Verse 12, it says, Then the Lord said to me, You have seen well, for I am ready to perform my word. I'm going to say this again. I am ready to perform my word. You know, when I woke up that morning, and the Lord asked me to speak what I see, and I sense His eagerness, right? I sense His excitement. I sense His heart, right? He is so excited for me to receive, for me to open up the promises, open up the gifts, right? He's so ready to perform what He has for me. And I believe that's really the message for you and I here today. God is ready to perform what He has for you. He said, What do you see? What do you see in your life right now? I am ready to perform it. And listen, I am breaking down. And no, listen, He is asking you to break down, right? The limitations that you have in your life. Stop looking at the limitations. Stop looking at the bondages. Stop looking at what's there that's not from the Lord, right? And start seeing what the Lord is saying to you, what the Lord is showing you, and speak them out of your mouth. And God is saying, I am so excited. Open the door. Question here is, are you opening the door? Are you taking the time to hear, listen, and speak what God is showing you? Again, God is saying, what do you see? My daughter, my son, what do you see? I am ready. Ikaw lang hinihintay ko. You know that thing, I'm waiting on the Lord. I'm waiting and waiting. Last year, you have been waiting and waiting. But God is saying, listen, I'm waiting. I'm knocking. I'm ringing the doorbell. I am knocking on your door. Are you going to open up?